Well, hi, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm not really a fan of Tuesday, but here we are. Anyway, I have to leave in literally 10 minutes. So, hubby made my matcha for me, so we're good to go. Show the very exciting fit. And yeah. All right. So, I'll show you the fit and we'll get the fuck out of here. Hi, hello. As you know, this is my gear for when I leave. We got to do the leopard with the green. It just works together. And yeah, that's all I've got. I got to get my matcha and I need to leave, so. I put ice in it, but hubby made the rest of it and I love it. It's fantastic. Anyway, I have 2 minutes. I need to go. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will check in with you later. Cheers. It's beautiful, but it is fucking cold. Hence the jacket and the breath. Something came to my brain earlier, something I realized, but you know, I get clairvoyant and clear. Anyway, I need to go. All right, love you, bye. Got a parking spot and a charging spot. But I need to go because there's so much fucking traffic. It was crazy. But yeah, all right, let's go. Glad I brought my jacket because it was windy and chilly. When is summer coming? Because I'm over it. Anyway. I had to park in that garage because that's where the charging stations are, so. But it'll be done fully charged when I'm done, at what I estimate to be done. Well, an hour, you know what I mean. Anyway, let's go. Finished filming, now to edit. I was not anticipating our meeting going for 2 hours and I have therapy, so I need to go do therapy in the car. But first I need to get to the car. So That's where we're going. Anyway, it's nice out. All right, let's go. All right, believe it or not, I just finished therapy, but all right, it's time to go home. It's been a long day. I had work this morning, 2-hour meeting, and then therapy. So, as you can imagine, I'm exhausted. Anyway, I was doing a bit of reflecting, and what I came to kind of realize is that there is a lot of love, or at least the want of love in my on my board, on my vision board. And I know, I am the type of person that loves love, both romantic, but also just to be loved, just to be cared for, just to know that you're worthy of love, Anyway, Reddit is very hard for a person like me, which is fine. I kind of knew that going into it, and being on the internet, I also recognize just being on the internet is a very challenging thing for a person like me with RSD, which once again is rejection, rejection. Oh my God, I'm terrible at this. Rejection sensitivity dysphoria. There we go. So let's talk about it. Once again, like I said, I struggle a lot with, being accepted and taking things and understanding what people are saying to me and trying not to take that shit to heart, because it's hard. Even in the nicest of ways, when people are trying to be helpful and not hurtful, sometimes things just come off as hurtful, Anyway, all that to say, I am once again struggling with Reddit. There's this one, it is kind of a fashion one, but it's like, edgy in a way. It's shoes. It's about shoes, heels, right? So, they have a problem with me. I'm not really sure what the problem is they have with me, but I know they have a problem with me because I will literally follow all the rules and then they will take down my post and quote the rule that I broke, and I didn't actually break the rule. And then when I tell them I didn't break the rule, it just goes ignored. One time they banned me, like just without question. They banned me because someone asked about my dress, and I'm like, "Oh, if you want to see it, you can see the whole thing on my profile." And I was immediately banned because I wrote the word profile and therefore must be selling. Selling what? I don't know, but yeah. So they have a problem with me. But I mean, I will say, I'll give them credit. I was like, here's the post. Don't know why I'm banned. This doesn't make sense. And they did actually unban me instead of ignore my reasonings. And part of me is like, is there a reason why can they get in trouble for breaking their own rules? Like if I reported them to Reddit for banning me just to ban me, like, could they get in trouble for that? And so now I'm like wondering about that. But whatever. Not my problem. I'm unbanned and I'm a part of it still, so it's whatever. But anyway, what I have to say about that is there are so many people who don't know me, and they kind of they see me, right? Like on Reddit, you don't hear me talk, you don't hear my thoughts. You know, I post on like feminism and stuff like that, but like you'd have to go into my comments to see me say things. On my profile page, you don't get a taste of who I am as a person, right? You watch my YouTube channel, you know exactly who I am. I am exactly who I am. exactly who I present myself to be. That's me. That's me. It's fine. We've accepted that. So, what was I saying now? All right. So, what happened is they see me and they have this idea of me. You know, like what happened on the other fashion Reddit page. People attacked me because they had this idea of me. They thought I was, well, in their words, not a good enough example of whatever that Reddit was supposed to be, or what they claimed it to be, even though it was supposed to be all inclusive and friendly and, no gatekeeping, all that stuff. But they accused me of being, I don't know, what were their complaints? Anyway, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is people have an idea of me when they see me. So it hurts more when. So I have this friend who, I love her. I love her to death. She's wonderful. But, we've known each other since high school. And so she's seen me in every phase of my life. High school me, college me, me. And I have gone through a transformation, not just physically, but also mentally. I am who I am today, but not without a few mistakes and jumps from yesteryear. Let's put it that way. That's okay. These things happen. But what I will say about that is, for some reason, she still views me as high school me, which, let me tell you, high school me is not who I am today. High school me is a very different person, and not a terrible person, but not me. Let's put it that way. Not who I am today. And for some reason, she kind of views me in a negative light. And I don't know, it's okay. I get it, she doesn't have as much as I have in terms of the privilege. She doesn't have as much as I have in terms of, even family, right? She's struggling, and that's okay. Like, I get it. I know life is, especially now, life is hard. It's rough. And the hardest part about who I am as a person is that I have incredible empathy, especially for those who are toxic, especially towards me. So I've known her for a very, very long time. And, things happen. And that's okay. Like, I feel like, should know me a lot better than, say, people who just met me on the internet, never met me in person, that sort of thing. But anyway, she's known me a long time, half my life, let's put it that way. She's known me half of my lifetime. She said something to me that kind of attacked my character, attacked who I am as a person. Without question, just came after me and said, how could you? How could you be this person? And I said, what? I couldn't believe what she was accusing me of. And I won't put everything out on Front Street, but she was just, came hard. I was like, whoa. And in a way, it kind of showed me the true colors, right? Language will tell you everything you need to know about someone. And her language was aggressive. And I asked her where she got this impression of me. And she said she had read a few comments and, people said things. And that's where she came to her conclusion about what she thought about me. And I was like, girl, we've known each other half of my life. For forever, like a lifetime of knowing someone, like, I don't know, like, girl, like, what are you saying to me right now? And she just was like, sorry, I'm dipping into my, she was just aggressive. She was just, well, this is what I understand. And I said to her, I don't, honestly, girl, I was so hurt. I'm not even going to front with you guys. I was so hurt. One, for her to attack my character. And two, for her to not know who I am as a person. Now, I have made new friends in this community, as a creator. And friends that run the gamut of everything. When I tell you everything, I mean, girl, they are people from all walks of life, all experiences, everything. And I understand why a lot of those people come to me and want to be my friend. I don't actually, because most people, especially people who are hurt, want to hurt others, right? Like, that's my experience. Most people just want to hurt other people, especially hurt people, because in my experience as a woman, hurt people hurt people. And that's just the reality, Oh, my reality. Anyway, so what I've come to find is that even people that are hurt still find good in me. And to me, that feels good. Because I relate to that so hard, because I struggle and I hurt a lot. And, but I always try to find the good in people and find something, maybe there was a mistake. Maybe they, didn't realize what they had said, or they're coming from a different place and they see it in a different way. And maybe I did say something that was actually hurtful, But I also came to realize a few other things as well. People who do not like you may never like you. And so, through our years, we had a few scuffles. We weren't always best friends or friendly, really. And what I came to realize was that, some people, especially hurt people, will always find fault in you, especially if you, on the outside, seemingly have all your shit together. Now, let's be clear. I make no... It's very obvious. I do not have my shit together. I absolutely do not. I have a therapist. I see people for my shit. Like, no one would ever accuse me of having my shit together. Not one person. I promise you that. But I do have a lot of privilege and a lot of beautiful things in my life and a lot of amazing people also in my life. And I also recognize how people can see that and not be intimidated by it, but like be upset that maybe they don't have that. And I get it, I mean, kind of, a little bit. There are so many people that have amazing friends and a lot of friends and girlfriends. And I have girlfriends. I just don't get to see them a lot or spend time with them. And that's entirely my fault. I am such a homebody. But, so we had a wedding the other week, and her bridal party was so big, of all these incredible women just loving each other, supporting each other. I was like, oh my God. And like, they were so funny and they had all these jokes and they just totally get each other. They were just all about each other. And I was like, oh my God, I want a coven. I want sisters. I want women that I could just be ridiculous and stupid and have fun, and you know what I mean? Like a group of women, a group, a whole. I'm never in my life, never, not like that. And that is entirely my fault. I never did anything to curate a coven of beautiful women, sisterhood in my life. I have a sister, I have an amazing girlfriend, and I have individual friends that I'm close to, that are close to me, that are my people, but not like a group, a whole group. Not me. Anyway, I was like, wow. I wasn't jealous, but I was in awe, and I was like, wow, is that what this is like? And I wanted it. I wanted it so bad for me. A group of women that just understands each other. A whole group. I mean, I have women and we understand each other as individuals, but not a whole group simultaneously. I don't know. That just, to me, was beautiful and exciting, and oh, I loved it. All that to say, I want that, and I don't have it, and I get it. It is what it is, but I can't tell you how much it hurt me for someone who's known me for so long to make such an accusation, to be so cruel. And I don't know. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, but what I will say is that sometimes you can be the best person you can be, and you're still going to be the bad guy, You could be generous and kind and genuinely a good person, and, always on the right side of everything, and just trying constantly to evolve and be the best version of yourself always. That's kind of how I'm trying to live my life. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. No. And I make no illusions that I am, or that anyone should ever think of me as such, because I am very well aware I make mistakes. I am a human. Sorry, guys. I am human. And, it is what it is. But when we make mistakes, or at least when I make mistakes, I own up to them. I think it's important to acknowledge that you might have made a mistake, that you can be a better person, and should acknowledge said mistake and be better for next time. You know what I'm saying? That is very important to me, is to constantly evolve and not be the same person that you were. I don't think that's too hard to ask. I think it's good to evolve and change and learn and grow. Call me crazy. Don't call me crazy. All that to say, be the best person you can be, and always evolve. There will always be people, though, no matter what, that will just find fault. They just will. I am putting myself on the internet. I am making my opinions known. I And to some people, these opinions are controversial, you know? For women to have a voice and a choice, that's controversial. For women to own property and not be property, controversial. Shocking, I know, even in this country. But, sometimes that just doesn't vibe with some people. But, I make it known women are not property. Women should be allowed to own property. Women should have full autonomy of their own bodies. They should be able to own themselves and anything that they produce or don't produce. That's all I'm saying. And to some people, that's crazy and controversial. So I am no newbie to, getting hate for letting that opinion be known. And that's okay. At least you know where I stand, and at least you understand where I'm coming from. Because if you don't think that me as a woman should have rights, that me as a woman should have a voice, then frankly, fuck off, because this is not the place for you. My people, my community, believes that everyone should have rights. Everyone should be free to do what they want to do with their life, and the government should not be a part of that decision. Crazy. Some people believe that my role and purpose in the world is to be a mother, to produce children. It's interesting. Nobody ever says that to a man. Your role is to be a father. Nobody ever says that to a man. They are very happy to say it to women, aren't they? Very happy to vocalize. Your purpose is to make babies. You have a uterus, you use your uterus. What? What if my uterus doesn't work? Does that make me any less of a person? I don't think so. Anyway, no, I'm saying my uterus doesn't work. I'm just saying, I shouldn't have to use something I don't want to use. It's my choice. Imagine that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, what was I trying to say? I don't know. It's rough out there. And I think the point of what I'm actually trying to say is, people will always have an opinion of you. Good, bad, whatever. They're going to think whatever they want to think of you based on how they view the world. It's not a reflection of you, honestly. It comes down to them and how they view the world. And my girlfriend is she's a little negative. That's okay. I can also be a very negative person. Trust me, that's why we're in therapy. I get it. Life is hard, and you're bound to make enemies. And honestly, my view on that is, if people don't like me, it's fine. Just as long as you don't like me for the right reasons. If you don't agree with my views and think that women should be property, that's fine. Because I guarantee we would not be friends anyway. That's fine. But if you don't like me just because you don't like the way I put my makeup on, or if you don't like me because of my privilege, here's the thing with that. There are so many people that have so much, And so many people, more people, I would argue, that have so little. And if we just chose not to like people based on what they have and what they don't have, the world would be a very small place. Bombing each other, all that shit. I'm just saying, I just feel like I cannot control being a white woman and having all the privilege that comes with. What I can control, however, is the voice that privilege gives me. And so, as a white woman with all that privilege, you bet your goddamn ass that I am going to make it known, and I'm going to scream and roar at the top of my lungs that while all women are minorities, women of color are the ones that have it the worst. And I cannot deny that. I can't. That's just factual. That's just the reality of the situation that we are in. And it makes me viscerally upset because then, after all that, I know I'm putting my blush in a different place. It's wild. Somehow, we are still pinned against each other. Women are constantly fighting each other. It shouldn't be that way. We should band together, fight together. I want so badly for the world to finally see all people as human, as equal. I'm so sick of people calling people illegals or female. That one gets me. Female. Also illegals. They're people. They're people. And, you know, people are not illegal. They're people. That's a different topic. Now I'm going to shock you with what this is supposed to be, what the whole point of this. So hold on. Just wait. People will always find fault. Those who hurt and are not looking to be better and only want to live the same sad, small life without change will always choose pain and hurt and always choose to see the worst in others. Even after knowing a person a lifetime. Know that when people see these things and say these things to you and are hurtful and cruel, that it is a reflection of them and not on you. And that's that. Hi, I'm back. Okay. I wanted to do a black lip, and so this is what I came up with. And then I just really like this thing, and I think it's really cool, so here we are. Anyway. I guess a little gothic was kind of perfect for the conversation. Just a little dramatic, if you will. Little gossip, if you will. All I'm saying is, listen, I love my girlfriend, and she can be a little toxic sometimes. And, you know, sometimes you need to get the toxicity away. And I, as a person who's very good at being a recluse, am very good at being alone anyway. But what I will say is, was it hurtful that this person who's known me for so long thought these things of me? It was. And I hope she can, I don't know, learn and grow from doing things. I mean, I made it known. I was like, girl, we've known each other. Why would you, you know, whatever. And she's being reflective on that, which is great. But I also want you to know that, there are just some people that see the worst in others, in you. And again, it's not a reflection of you. It's not who you are as a person. It's them. And me being an empath, I have to take a step back and see what about me triggers such negativity. And I get it, I have so much, and I understand that, and I'm grateful for everything that I have. Oh, my glitter is coming off. My rhinestones. And I understand that. And I have to be more mindful of, if I'm upset about something, to also be grateful for everything that I do have. And that's it's fine. It's lessons learned all around. Just know that life is hard for everyone, and it's okay, Just as my mother will quote Cinderella, have courage and be kind. And if someone does something that you think is a slight towards you, and I learned this through Reddit and the internet in general, especially Reddit though, because the mods have all the power, and if you are mean to the mods, they can just block you, ban you, done. And I don't want to be banned, so just approach everything with kindness and just say, hey, don't know if you're aware of this, but that kind of thing. Because the shoe one, that one, they're always after me, but I understand, petty. It is what it is, and I get it. But what I'm saying is just approach with kindness, with love in your heart, with the understanding that, if you hear something, don't attack someone for it. Ask them. Get clarification before you, I can't tell you how many times I was in school and my admins would just fucking attack me. And I'd be like, well, where did you get this information? Do you have proof other than this one person said something? And I can provide proof that this isn't true. Why are you coming at me like this? Do you see what I mean? How quickly things can go so negative so fast and create such a toxic environment? You don't have to be that way. Approach people with kindness, with empathy, with understanding. Everyone's life will be so much better for it. And also accept that sometimes you're just going to be the bad guy in someone's story. And if I have to be in my villain era, y'all better fucking watch out. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you like this look. It's kind of fucking wild, but here we are. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So cheers to that. Oh, and tomorrow I have off. So let's do a fucking lookbook. I don't know what, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Thank you for spending time with me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Blah fucking blah. Love you. And until next time.